Well, that's right, John. We have the remnants of what once was a Category 4 hurricane, Ida. Of course, we've seen all the headlines moving through the Gulf states. Louisiana hit particularly hard here over the last few days. Ida is now moving north, and as that happens, the storm is starting to transition to more of an extratropical storm. Basically, that's just a fancy way of saying it's becoming more like a nor'easter, more like a typical storm that we see here in New England. And that's important because, as you mentioned with Henri last week, Henri was essentially more of a tropical system, much smaller in aerial coverage. So the storm track was very important, exactly where that center went, to determine if we saw any effects from that. This storm is a much larger system, and again, it was much stronger when it first crossed the eastern part of the country. It's 69 degrees outside the BTV studios as of right now. This is Wednesday afternoon during this taping. We've had some light rain off and on moving through. The shield of that rain now covering most of Connecticut, Rhode Island, central and western Massachusetts. You'll notice just south of our south coast, south of Long Island, we do have some thunderstorms popping up. Those are in the warm sector of the system right now, and that's important because that sector is going to be moving north. As it does, we'll be in and out of some lulls here this evening, so at times it won't be raining at all. But within that warm sector, we will have some isolated to scattered severe thunderstorms. We could have a few of those thunderstorms spin up. We may have some rotation. We may have some isolated tornadoes. So the Storm Prediction Center is monitoring that, and the Weather Prediction Center has issued a rare high risk for excessive rainfall and a pretty good bet of flooding across southern New England. It's not very often that we get those warnings here for our area. So it is something to keep an eye on, but I can tell you the exact placement of that warm front overnight will be very important, because along and just north of that front, we could see areas easily exceeding 6 inches of rainfall in a relatively short period of time. But everywhere else is closer to more of a 2 to 4, maybe 5-inch rainfall. Right now, it looks like that front is going to set up pretty close to the Bridgewater area, so it is something we are going to have to monitor as we go through the period overnight tonight. Again, if you are in an area that is prone to flooding, in Bridgewater there are neighborhoods that are, you know the drill. This is the time now to check the basement, make sure that sump pump is working. Good news is that unless we do get hit by a severe thunderstorm, we probably will not lose any power tonight. Most of the winds that you saw down the south coast, those are gone. We don't have those 100-mile-per-hour winds anymore. Winds are generally steady between 20 and 30 miles per hour with the system right now. But again, it could gust overnight, so keep that in mind. Any thunderstorms, we'll want to monitor that. Once the storm system moves through, tomorrow is going to be a much drier day. I think rain really wraps up. Any of the significant rainfall should be over by 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. That's it. And then the sunshine will come out tomorrow afternoon with a slight risk of a pop-up shower. That should be about it. You will notice breezy conditions, though, on Thursday afternoon. And tomorrow night, I'm going to start to feel a little bit like fall around here as temperatures start to drop. Dew points will be dropping into the upper 40s. So certainly a significant difference here in temperatures. It's a fall-like feel to our Friday with high temperatures probably in the low 70s. We'll start to move towards the mid-70s on Saturday. Now Sunday, we will warm up again as another front approaches. That could bring us a few showers here Sunday afternoon or first thing Sunday evening, but that should move through. Right now, Labor Day looks pretty good around here with some sunshine and high temperatures up near 80 degrees. So again, summarize here tonight, we do have the risk certainly for some aerial and flash flooding around the area overnight tonight, especially after we go to bed. So keep that in mind first thing in the morning. I think most of the rain will be over during your morning commute, but there will be plenty of standing rain, puddles around. So, allow yourself a few extra moments and we'll get through.